Today we're going to make a lamp out of glass. We will start by picking out some colors. So I've picked out 5 colors for this lamp. This is like one of my favorite lamp colors. This is apricot. It's a skin tone kind of color, nice warm. Here is this iris gold. This one, if you look at this one over here, it's like a beige when it gets light on it, but it becomes golden orange when light is shining through it. This blue is just to complement the oranges. Pink is always nice, and then it's a little bit of white. And for this one, we're not using enamel white, we're using soft enamel white because it mixes better with other colors. So these gotta preheat a little bit for us. Put those in here. If you don't want to wait, you can preheat the colors a little bit with a torch, and then you don't have to wait for as long before you can pick them up. But they will go back into the annealer. So the goal now is to get the colors really hot. They're right now around 500 degrees. When we get them to closer to 1,000, they become like honey, and then we can swirl them around. There's 2 reasons for it. One reason for swirling them around is to create a pattern. It looks really good. But it also makes it so when you blow it out, because the colors are differently soft, the lamp blows out easier, or more even. But it's a hard balance there, because the more you mix it, after a while it just looks like vomit. So you can't mix it too much, but you have to mix it a little bit. So just the right amount of mixing, that's where I guess experience comes in. So now it's swirling them. We've tried many different ways of swirling the colors, but we figured out that if you pull it out and twist it, you don't just get the surface, you get the whole thing. And then it's really good if you grab these thicker pieces and spread those out. And here I probably have to heat this one more time. You see this pink here is not moving. Thing with these lamps too is to not use too little color. That more color is always better. Even though glass looks quite pretty when it's little color, it's also I really like when it's a color explosion. To heat it one more time to make so we can make the surface completely smooth. If there is any indentations in the surface before we collect glass over, we will trap air bubbles there. The surface is getting smooth enough. You can start to see the pattern. It looks good, but it's really difficult to make patterns like this look ugly. The first air I will blow with this air gun. Most of the times when we blow with the mouth, but if you don't blow immediately, glass gets into the pipe and gets stuck there. And if I were to blow without the air gun, it would take forever and be really difficult. Now, of course, all the colors look orange now, but that's because the glass is so hot. When it comes out, it's around 1,100 degrees Celsius, or around 2,100 degrees Fahrenheit for you Americans. We distribute this layer of clear glass so it's even around. I blow a little bit here on the back. We don't want it to blow out that much back here. Now, a thing we've noticed with these lamps is that if all the color is on the first layer and then there's 2 layers of clear glass, they tend to crack. So, but if we blow in one of these molds quite hard, we spread the color out. Blow a little bit. Now, if you look at the pattern, it has this waviness to it, and that just shows that some of the color is more in the front and some of the color is more in the back. We heat them now a little bit here in the back, and then we will take one of these tongs and we will create the point where we're going to break this glass off the pipe. It's moving like crazy because it's really hot and thin back there. Can you blow a little bit, Indy? And stop. We'll give it a little bit of a tightening here. And we blow on it to stabilize it. Now, if you look here in the back, it's quite thin. You can see it through this window here. And that saves a lot of time later when the lamp is finished and we want to drill it. If there's less glass back here, it takes a lot less time. And then we can... also, you don't want them really thick back there either. Makes it hard to get all the components in. We're going to let this cool. We will collect glass not all the way over, but just until this line. This is called a post gather. It's so this part stays cold, and when the lamp is finished, we can break it off. It can still be moving a little bit, but back here it will never move because no hot glass will touch it there. Whoop. Now we've collected all the glass we need. We distribute the last layer of clear glass here. Add a little bit of shaping. See, back here, you have the scene where the new glass meets the moil, but all of this will disappear because here we're going to drill a hole later. Right, Indy, on this one you'll get ready to blow. A little bit harder. Now for it to just, sometimes they run away wherever it's thinner or it has some soft color. So I give it a nice little cooling on this table. So the outside becomes kind of a hard shell, and this just stops any part from becoming super thin when we blow it over. Now we're doing the last heat. And now we're going to blow it so big that it won't be able to fit in this oven once we're done. So we have to get enough heat in it where we can blow it up and break it off without heating it again. Open. Lightly. A little harder. A little bit more. And stop. Give it a few touches while it still has a little bit of heat in it. Not that it's boring without it, but I like when, for me, more is more. So mixed color and uneven surface is better. So now it's basically finished. We are in a little bit of a time rush now. We have to get it off before it gets too cold, because then it would crack. We will heat it a little bit here in the back, because you're going to apply water to it. And if you apply water to cold glass, it will crack. Now we will break it off. Bottom. Now, both because this was the thinnest point, and because we added water to it, we knew it was going to break off here. And fingers crossed it survives the cooling, and then we will take it out and drill it tomorrow. So now it's cooled down until, now it's the day after. So you see we have the lamp here. Looks good. You can see all the different colors. You see there's some spots of apricot, some of the pink. The light blue I used here seemed to be very, almost hard to see. And then you see some of the places where the light blue overlapped the yellow, it turned almost green. I think this one will look really good because all the colors are light and it's like happy colors. What we're going to do now is we will take down this little spout here. You can see it's quite thin because that's what we did with the torch. We will first grind it down a little bit on one of these rough diamond wheels, and then so we can fit in a light bulb later, we have one of these drills with a diamond edge. I haven't taken it fully down to the depth that it should be, but especially when we hang them, it's important that the hole is not too big. So I make the hole slightly smaller, so it's similar size to the drill bit. That will ensure that the hole will be exactly the same size and that it will stay round. And how we will do this is we place this lamp in one of these just holders. This is just a chunk of wood, and then we divert so it has water on it. So now we've drilled a hole. The measurement we had on the bit is 65 millimeters, which is exactly the same as what a normal light bulb is. But because it has diamond on the edges, you usually get 1 or 2 millimeters extra, so it doesn't get stuck. You see now that one of the edges is a little higher, so I'm just going to grind it so this one gets flat. This one becomes flat up here. Now it's flat, but it's still really rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean off all the shards, and I'm going to bring it down to around 320 grit. Just so it looks, it's not a complete polish. These parts are going to be covered up anyways, but it's, yeah, it doesn't have, this is a little too rough, I think, to sell to people. So now I did 140, so it's one more to go. This one looks polished now because it still has water on it. It will be a little foggy when it gets dry, but this is for no one is going to see this part. So when we put this lamp in the annealer, we rested it on a metal tray, and the metal, or at least the metal tray that we used, it had a little bit of rust on it. So if you see here on the lamp, it left some of that rust rubbed off on the lamp. But luckily, since it's just on the surface and hasn't really scratched the glass, it's just more like deposited on, you can pretty easily get most of it off. In order to hang this lamp, there's two things we have to do. We have to get the lamp inside, and it should be hanging on a cord, but it should at the same time hold the lamp. So what we have created is a system with 5 pieces here, or it's a little more, but 5 pieces from us, where we have this is a normal lamp socket that you buy in the store. It screws onto this nut here that holds the cord. So this is the screw that holds the weight of the lamp. This little star here goes into the hole. This little nut here just stops it from, when you're carrying the lamp around, that it doesn't, like this cord with the metal stops it from falling to the floor. But this one just stops it from going the other way. So this one doesn't hit the bottom of the lamp. Then it connects to one of these discs. Actually, maybe I'll just attach it to make it easier to see. Put this one in. Try to align the holes. And then we have it with 3 screws here. And when we designed this, we designed it so the screws, when all the 3 screws are in, they're almost the same size as the hole, which makes it so that, because the star inside is a little bigger than the hole, that there's no way it slides out. And we work now with 1mm stainless, which seems to be fine for this weight. So you see now, you can try it however you want, but it's not sliding out. And then you screw these ones in all the way. There, now when this is tight, we have this other piece, which is actually consists of 2 pieces. It's just 1mm ring, and then there's a cap that has the same hole as the cable. That ring just helps so this one is not floating too much above the screws. And then it hangs. So now in order to hang this on a hook, we have to make sure that it has some kind of loop it hangs on. The easiest way to do that is just to put these zip ties. And I usually put 2 of them. plug it into the wall. Nice that it shines. And then we can hang it up on the hook. That looks good. So this is what I was talking about before, when you don't mix the color very much. You see here you have a big spot of red, and the red, it's only here. And same, it's like here you have a spot of purple, and here there is some orange. There are some colors that sort of tie them all together, but I think this is really successful, especially here if you turn it on. Like, that's really nice. But when you do it like this, it is there is always the risk that, for example, let's say the red is softer, it will just blow and become super thin here. So if you want to go in this style, it will probably crack more often, and it will also be harder to make it even. But when it turns out, this is awesome. I think this is one of my favorite combos when it comes to glass lamps. I think there's something when it's warm orange that's really nice for the room. It puts you in a calm mood. But when it has the highlights of the blue, it complements and it really makes it pop. And if the whole lamp would be blue, it would make the room cold and you wouldn't feel very cozy. But small hints of it, I think, really does it well. Let me see what other colors are in here. This was so long ago, I can't remember. I think there is some of this beige vanilla apricot here on the bottom as well, which is good lamp color, but it's more neutral. And you also see there the lines that you see in the lamp. Was created by when we put it in the optic mold. And it does look good without them as well. I would say sometimes it even looks better, but we just noticed that when we don't optic mold it, a lot of them crack. So here we have one of the most gratifying combos to use. It's white, because white, if you have all clear and you just add a little bit of white, it looks good. Or if it's all white, it also looks good. And what's fun on these ones is we mix different types of white. We have both the opaque splashes, we have some transparent white windows, and we also have a mesh of white canes. And with the white color, they are compatible with each other and also with the clear glass. So when we make white lamps, we are pretty sure that they're not going to crack. And also that people are going to want them because they fit into more different types of exteriors. Here, this one I think is fun because it's like gray and black. I think color theory-wise it works. But I don't like this one personally because I call these lights Nebula lamps, because what I want to achieve and what they remind me of is like a color explosion. And when there is no color, it really does something different. It doesn't make this room as cool. More color here I think would be better. If you like these lamps and you want to own one yourself, go to our web store in the link in the description. Also, if you like this video, please like and subscribe, and comment what other ones of our products you would like us to make one about. And the more of you that like and subscribe to the videos, the better content we'll be able to make. I hope you guys all have a great day, and have a good one.